Hello everyone, welcome back again to Liverpool Report today. We've got the latest updates on our beloved club Liverpool, but before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of Liverpool Report news. Let's get started. It's the end of an era. Kevin De Bruyne has officially bid farewell to Manchester City after a decade of brilliance, but here's the twist: he's ruled out joining any other Premier League club. Despite links to Arsenal, Aston Villa, and even a cheeky invitation from Mo Salah to join Liverpool, the Belgian maestro says he's heading overseas. Napoli and Inter Miami are in the mix, but one thing's certain: he's leaving the Premier League as one of the greats. 6 league titles, over 100 goals, 100 assists, and now a statue outside the Etihad. What a legacy. Where do you think De Bruyne should go next? Kevin De Bruyne has ruled out moving to another Premier League club after bidding an emotional farewell to Manchester City. The playmaker's exit has been confirmed, and he said his goodbyes to the Etihad on Tuesday night. De Bruyne is now 33, but, despite an injury-hit season, is still more than capable of performing at the top level, and several of City's domestic rivals were linked with the Belgian, who has spent 10 trophy-laden years on the blue half of Manchester. Despite the player himself admitting he still has plenty to offer, he will take his talents overseas, with the Telegraph reporting he's opted against staying in England's top flight. The player has been open-minded about his next move, but will head overseas. Arsenal and Aston Villa were both touted as possible destinations, whilst Mohamed Salah joked that he would be happy to welcome De Bruyne to Anfield if he wanted to make a controversial switch. "I want to tell him congratulations for your career," Salah told Sky Sports. "He's done a phenomenal job at City, and he was great for the league. I really wish him the best, and we have a space for him." De Bruyne leaves England having won the Premier League on 6 occasions, as well as registering more than 100 goals and a century of assists. He is also a 2-time winner of the PFA Player of the Year award. Napoli, who sit top of the table in Italy, have been linked with De Bruyne, as Antonio Conte considers raiding the Premier League again. There is also interest from American clubs, with Inter Miami linked, but there has been less noise around a move to Saudi Arabia. De Bruyne will endure a trophyless season in his final year with City after they lost in Saturday's FA Cup final. Despite that, he will go down as one of the club's greatest ever players, and it has been confirmed that he will have a statue outside the Etihad. The Belgian said upon his farewell, "Manchester is home. It is where my kids were born. I came here with my wife to stay for a long time. Didn't expect it to be 10 years, to do what we've done as a club. We've won everything. We made the club bigger, and now they're going to take over." Roy Keane isn't holding back. The Manchester United legend has blasted Liverpool's attitude since being crowned Premier League champions, saying the Reds have switched off and lost their edge. After back-to-back losses and a draw in their last 3 games, Keane called for Liverpool to show some class, criticising the decision to field fringe players and even taking aim at Mo Salah for posing mid-game. While arneslot defended his team's performance and hailed their consistency this season, Keane says the drop in intensity is sending the wrong message. Are Liverpool coasting, or are critics being too harsh? Roy Keane has called on Liverpool to show some class in a bitter blast at the champions. The Manchester United legend admits he had been irritated by the Reds since they secured the Premier League title with a 5-1 thrashing of Spurs at the end of April. Since then, Arneslot's men have failed to win any of their 3 league games. They drew at home to Arsenal, lost 3-1 at Chelsea, and on Monday night fell to a 3-2 defeat at Brighton. The record means they've taken just 1 point from a possible 9 since being crowned champions and have lost as many games. Keane has admitted throughout the season that he's been impressed by Slot's side and how they've claimed the title. But speaking on the Stick to Football podcast, he was scathing in his assessment of their recent displays. "Liverpool have switched off. They're irritating me," said Keane. "It doesn't matter that they've won the league, but the fringe players and the B team are coming in." What kind of message is that? I'm thinking, come on, show a bit of class. Salah scores a goal, and he's taking pictures the game's still on. Liven up a little bit. For his part, Slot wasn't unhappy with his side's display at Brighton on Monday night. Indeed, he claimed Liverpool's defeat at Brighton was a joy to watch, and although he did admit his champions have dropped off since claiming a 20th league title, he believes what he has seen since their triumph was confirmed shows how well his side have performed throughout the season. It was a great game of football, Slot said. Two teams who wanted to play. Two teams who wanted to win. No time wasting, no tumbling. It was a joy to watch, but unfortunately, not the result we wanted. I saw many things that I already knew, and one of them is how close the margins have been throughout the whole season. And now, with us failing to score the third, and just missing maybe this 2 to 3% sometimes in defensive work, it leads us to lose games. I know it is Chelsea, Brighton, and I know we didn't lose against Arsenal. We won this league because we have been so consistent. We have done so many things right, but we haven't won it in a way like City have for the last 4 seasons where they could close their eyes and be 4-0 up. We have been very close in quality with all the teams we have competed with. That is why it is such a big compliment we have won this league by such a big margin, because the quality margins are not that different between us and some other teams. It is a big compliment to our players. Big changes could be brewing at Anfield as Darwin Nunez reportedly edges closer to an exit just 3 years after his blockbuster £85 million arrival. Spanish outlet Cadena Ser claims the Uruguayan striker has already agreed personal terms with Atletico Madrid and wants a fresh start in La Liga. With only 7 goals this season and limited starts under new boss Arneslot, Nunez's future at Liverpool hangs in the balance. Napoli are also watching closely, but will Liverpool cash in now or fight to reignite his spark? Liverpool star Darwin Nunez looks set to quit the club this summer after agreeing to join Atletico Madrid. The Uruguayan striker has failed to match lofty expectations on Merseyside following his £85 million move from Portuguese giants Benfica nearly 3 years ago. He netted 33 goals across his first 2 campaigns, but has just 7 strikes this term. Nunez has been limited to 17 starts this season under new boss Arneslot, but it appears that he already has an escape route planned. As per Cadena Ser, Spanish giants Atletico Madrid have already held talks with the 25-year-old, who has made it clear he wants to pursue a switch to La Liga. It is further suggested that everything has been agreed from the striker's perspective, with a deal still to be discussed with Liverpool. Nunez has just over 3 years remaining on his contract at Anfield. Atletico Madrid are not the only side interested in the forward, with Napoli also among those keeping a close eye on him. It was previously reported that Nunez's limited minutes this season was to do with a clause in the deal that would see Liverpool pay Benfica a further add-on. When that was put to Liverpool boss Slot, he rejected that out of hand. He said, "Do you always believe what journalists say?" "Not always. Me neither. Sometimes you should, but sometimes it's better not to believe everything that is written about players." This is completely new to me, and I've said many times that I'm working at a club here where it's really nice to work. So mainly sporting directors are judged by the players they bring in. For me, it's very important to have a great working environment, and I have that with Richard Hughes. The last thing he would do, as I expect working with him for 10 months, is tell me if you play him, it would cost us this much. That he would never do. I don't even know if it's true, yes or no, because we never talk about that. He never interferes with a lineup. It might be true, but if a journalist says it, we have to. Take it with a pinch of salt. Nunez will be aiming to earn another outing this weekend as Liverpool round off their season against Crystal Palace. They will also lift the Premier League trophy after that game.